The crypto market is evolving every single day. Every coin is in constant war with itself, trying to improve in all aspects so that it can rule over the eyes of the investors. One of our most favorite technological tokens, Cardano, is again in the race to become the biggest cryptocurrency in the world. Welcome back to CryptoSafe. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button to not miss out. 2021 has been amazing for Cardano as the coin has seen the highest bull movements in the last few months of the year. Cardano continues to give great competition to Ethereum, but now the talks are revolving around the coin's improvement and comparison to the next most prominent cryptocurrency, Solana. You may have questions whether Solana is a relatively new coin and whether it will be right to compare Cardano with it. Indeed, Solana is a new cryptocurrency. However, Solana's blockchain technology uses Solana in Cardano. It claims to have solved the blockchain trilemma issue by adopting the proof-of-history protocol. The GPU to mine tokens does not have to focus on the scalability factor. The protocol itself is equipped to work on that, so the entire system completely focuses on the other two issues, security and decentralization.
The solution presents itself.
Cardano has always been one step ahead of any other cryptocurrency in the market in terms of technology. With the introduction of Solana, Cardano has been facing massive competition on the grounds of technology. Even so, it would be difficult to compare them on one platform. The technology that both cryptocurrency uses are different, but are for the same purpose. Therefore, the entire market hears the names of Cardano and Solana simultaneously as the hottest and trendiest cryptocurrency, trading close to their all-time highs with their native cryptocurrencies. By no means are Solana and Cardano the only blockchain projects seeking to eat Ethereum's lunch. There are more than 100 different blockchains to select from. It is far from certain that Solana or Cardano will be the market leaders, with Polkadot, Cosmos, and Algorand all posing tough competition. The market, on the other hand, has spoken. On the hierarchy, Cardano and Solana lead on being the Ethereum killer. The only and biggest common thing between these two is that both aim to overtake Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency, and with the passing of 2021, Ethereum has also proved to become the largest in terms of growth. However, it appears that the fortunes of Ethereum crashed with the recent crash on 4th December 2021. Many crypto enthusiasts believe that Ethereum would be able to make a better comeback in 2022, majorly because of its new conversion to proof-of-stake protocol. Ethereum came into unanticipated problems in August when the network was split into two different chains as a result of a software error. The platform rocked users for a while because it serves as the main source for developing applications like dApps, NFTs, smart contracts, and so on. Ethereum panicked at first, fearing that it had been a double-spent attack, putting all of its users' data and billions of dollars in danger. Fortunately, the onslaught spared the majority of its features. The episode highlighted the fact that, while Ethereum is powered by cutting-edge technology, it is still a young platform that needs time to mature.
Yes, but I need time.
However, during the time of consolidation, the token is going to receive massive operational challenges that might put the cryptocurrency at the risk of losing to its rivals, Cardano and Solana. Solana and Cardano are two incredible Ethereum killers who are poised to take their place at any moment. Solana has increased by more than 17,500% in just 2021, beating several other cryptocurrencies. It puts Ethereum to the test in terms of smart contract capabilities. In comparison to its equivalent, Solana is faster and more efficient. Many people assume that Cardano is a direct competitor to Ethereum because an Ethereum co-founder is developing it. Cardano is one of the few blockchains that refuses to sacrifice its features in the name of scalability. Furthermore, its long-term vision keeps it at the forefront of adoption.
Very hot stock right now.
Yeah.
Solana is a Layer 1 blockchain technology that, as previously indicated, uses proof of history, or POH, as its consensus method. It is based on the blockchain's validation of the time gap between two occurrences. This process runs before the proof-of-stake consensus, allowing the network to handle over 50,000 transactions per second and scaling up to 100,000 transactions per second. Solana does not require Layer 2 scaling solutions because all of this computational capacity can be simply obtained at the blockchain's base layer. Therefore, Solana beautifully focuses on improving the actual system of decentralization application and security. On the other hand, Cardano is brilliant in utilizing every bit of technology to improve the blockchain and focuses on solving the blockchain trilemma. Cardano was built by Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of Ethereum, who formed Input Output IOHK, a blockchain research firm, in 2015. This organization's brainchild, Cardano, was co-led by Jeremy Wood.
Are you satisfied with our product?
The organization's goal was to develop blockchain infrastructure for private and public clients. One of the most intriguing features of the protocol is its mechanics. It plans to boost transactional throughput by implementing RINA, or Recursive Internetwork Architecture, a technology that divides the primary network into numerous subnetworks. The subnetworks then communicate with one another. Let's look deeper into Cardano's blockchain, shall we? Cardano works on the Ouroboros consensus mechanism, a verification mechanism developed by the Cardano Foundation wherein the users are permitted to stake their ADA and participate in the transaction validation process. Users can either create their own staking pools or delegate their ADA to one that already exists. The user's stake only needs to be present when the snapshot of the network is taken, which distinguishes this technique from the POS. They are allowed to move their staked ADA around and engage in DeFi before and after that snapshot. This is not the case with standard POS because coins staked can only be withdrawn when the unbinding period has passed. Cardano was lagging behind a little due to its inability to enter into smart contracts. However, in the last months, with the Alonzo update,
Gil, give me the update.
Cardano's blockchain was able to be used for value to be transferred from one point to another. However, since the smart contracts capability was enabled this year, there has been a resurgence of interest in the blockchain as individuals realize its potential. The protocol's foundation layer, which will shortly be separated into a Cardano settlement layer, CSL, and a Cardano computation layer, CCL, is thought to be one of the most noticeable enhancements to CCL. The goal of this split is to offer an extra layer that makes it easier to understand why transactions are being moved. This contributes to the creation of a blockchain that is more transparent and trackable. While Cardano stands out as a groundbreaking, peer-researched, and created blockchain, it has not been without its difficulties. One of them is the delay in upgrading, which has caused the project's total implementation to be delayed. Cardano's presence in the larger ecosystem is questioned by the fact that smart contracts functionality was only recently added when numerous blockchain protocols already provide it. Cardano is working on its Hydra update that could literally lift Cardano higher than Solana. Presently, Cardano is doing around 250 transactions per second. On the other hand, Solana is doing up to 65,000 transactions. This difference is massive. But here's the catch. Cardano would be able to scale its transactions into millions with the Hydra update. Well, even though Solana's biggest bet is on its hardware, and presently it is the faster blockchain offering transactions at a much lower average transaction cost, Cardano will have to wait for its Hydra update to kick in to overtake Solana's speed and quantity. Cardano, as of 30th December, is trading at $1.36. In the capability of Cardano, there is absolutely no question. However, the platform could have done better in terms of its approach to the audience. Solana, with comparable technology, is reaching out to more people, which is making Solana's presence superior to that of Cardano. You all need to research before investing because, at this point, Solana's market presence is strong and Cardano's technological strategy is solid. The platform awaits the plans of accelerating the growth of the DeFi ecosystem. That's all for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon. And we will see you all at our next one.